have you guys here, and y'all ain't even made me in yet. But you know, I'm tripping. I just record, and then you watch it later. You watch it later. It's gonna be very, very. I'm so honored. Um, you know, before I come, I always, you know, seek counsel so that I can know the message that needs to be pushed forward uh, for myself and also for the soul tribe. You know, this is not going to relate with everybody, and that's fine. Um, it's not for everyone, and I always have to say that because we have to remember that we are all on different timelines. You know, and in every way, and so, but at the same time, we all go through similar things, and I've called in the appropriate protection for us, okay? And also, I want to remind you that you are on a divine line, a protected line, okay? And yeah, I'm just honored to be able to tap into this energy. I want to see where it's going to turn out. As you know, I'm authentic. I am a realist. I am a truth seeker. So this will be. I always I freestyle shit, y'all. You know, I done came with some things that stuck with me throughout the time that I've been when I started my when I first started this YouTube channel. But us, for myself and the collective, you know, those with you know souls that's you know really really moving through it to get to it, you know, for souls that are seeking the truth or that's been seeking the truth all their life since they've been here, you know, and throughout lifetime and lifetime, because if you weren't doing this in your past life before you came here, 9 times out of 10 you haven't made it to this point. And it's okay. At some point maybe you will, maybe you won't. It's up to you. It's always up to you. That's where the free will comes in. Being able to make choices. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys. Good morning. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. So I know you guys seen. It says a tale from the ancestral lineage. Okay. Now that came through. Hey, Juice Man. How you guys doing? Is it JC Moss? Hi. So I understand y'all. I'm in California and it's 4:26. So if it's late and you gotta come back, it's all good. I'm doing what I'm called to do, and then I'm up out of here. So I do know it's early, and I just don't know where you guys are with the time. You know, so let's get into it. So, like I said, a tale from the ancestral lineages. Okay, so this message is not going to be for everybody, but what I was getting from it when I was sitting there, just you know, channeling energy, and this came out, and so it's for masses. It's not just for. This is going to, you know. It's going to be a lot of souls that's going to be able to connect with this, and it's going to be a lot of souls that's not going to be able to connect. You know what I'm saying? But they want me to let you guys know that when you are channeling, and this is not for everybody, but for those that's been doing the work, when you are channeling or when you are just purposely sitting there and you want to get close to them and you are building a relationship, not you want to, you are establishing a relationship, and that's what you've been doing. They want you to know that the longer you sit in that energy, the more time that you spend there, and the more you focus in on what it is that you are pushing forth, you become silent inside. So the worldly things become non-existent. And that's how they're able to come in and you are able to get those clairvoyant messages. So they want you to know that the longer you sit there, and you know, you can play something slow, you could play opera, you could play anything that you want that'll get you in a relaxed state. But the mind needs to be clear. Okay, the fear has to be gone. So also I was picking up on fear when I was channeling, picking up on the energy. I was picking up on fear. So I'm sure something like that is going to come out about fear. I'm pretty sure that it's going to come out. The other part is things are not as they seem. Things are not as they seem. If you've heard this before from somebody that you don't know, or if you heard this before on a movie or anything, if you read it before and it resonates, you are in the right place. This is confirmation, okay? Things are not as they seem. I'm being called to share a story with you guys. It's going to be very short and brief because it was a very short and brief time that it happened to me. So I was working for this company, and it's called the Mayflower. They transport things from one side of the world to the other side of the world. I don't know exactly if it's a family-owned business, and I worked at the headquarters, the main headquarters I worked at, and I was the administrative assistant. I was the face of the company, okay? And I was very surprised that they let me in because it wasn't out of one. But they wasn't racist or nothing. I didn't catch that from them. Even the ones that did seem a little, you know, I won them over. It was like, oh, she's very interesting. Oh, you know, it was, I don't know you guys, but it was a lot of mystical things that happened at that job while I was there, and I wasn't there long. I was there for about 2 or 3 weeks. So what I would do is I answer the phone and I set up appointments. So this one in particular day, before this day, I was having really, or was it afterwards? This was afterwards. I was having really bad headaches. But somebody had called on the phone. It was a guy who called on the phone, and he said, "Hello, my name is David." Usually people don't call and just tell their names. They want to know the prices. Oh my goodness, he did say his name was David. Hold on, let me write this down, y'all. So, he asked me, well, he didn't ask about nothing. He didn't ask about getting a quote on the pickup or anything. Thank you. He didn't ask about getting a quote on the pickup or anything. What he did is he said to me, he said, things are not as they seem. And he hung the phone up. He said that, and I'm like, the fuck was that? So it had a caller ID. I wrote the number down real fast because if the number leave, then it's kind of hard to get it because there's so many calls. This is a big company, y'all. So many calls that come through and it can go up. And since I don't remember, I wouldn't remember. So I wrote the number down really fast. No, I actually got it from like this, because I like vintage stuff. So I found it in like this big pile of clothes that they had. Yeah. And thank you though. And so I called the number back. And the number was disconnected. I'm gonna stop right there and I'm gonna get back into it. They wanted me to tell us. So if you have heard that, or if you hear in the future, just know that you're on your right, that you are on your path, and you're doing the right thing. You got it. You're moving forward because it's clues. It's clues, you guys. Okay. I got 2 videos I'm gonna show you guys, but I have to get into the cards because this is pretty much I'm channeling their energy. So let's get into this. So that fear that I had picked up on, y'all, this is big because they had showed me the cards before I came up in here and everything, the cards I was gonna use, and so as far as the fear, we're gonna get into that. How many of you just could hear something. You don't even know why it gave you that feeling in your stomach. You know that feeling in your stomach when it's like it kind of make you feel like something is unusual inside your soul. Your soul, like, but it's not you, right? It's not you. It's your ancestors, right? So your ancestors, divine collective, because that's what I'm speaking to, the divine ones, right? We're gonna see what else they got to say. So the divine collective, I'm talking to everybody, they said. Nobody's excluded. So karmic, y'all too. But you guys will be addressed appropriately through this, even if you are rude in the comments. You know, I ain't mad at you, shit. That's what you do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So this fear that they created in your ancestral lineage thousands and thousands of years ago, they did things to your ancestors that it was awful. And I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that they showed me, that they shared with me. They were put in boxes with rats, enclosed in the boxes with rats. These were a lot of the women who went through this because of their ability to see the future, or their ability to heal and help the men to freedom so that they can, you know, continue on the lineage. Whether it's, and when I say men, I mean men and women, okay? The masculine and the feminine. You know, they sacrificed. Some of them, a lot of them sacrificed themselves for you to be here today. So, you know, some of you have went through things where you like, why am I here? Why? Like, you know, because of the pain that you feel inside. You know, you always knowing that there's something more to this world at a young age. And it's always put you in a place where you seen the treatment that they got, but you seen it in a different way because it caused fear for you. What you seen, whether if you went through toxic shit in the household growing up, or a very toxic relationship with your parents, with your spouse, with your, you know, boyfriend, whoever, people that you don't even fucking know. Fear. Y'all been getting that feeling in your stomach? Fear is what's been keeping the karmic ancestors hiding things from the divine collective, so that I see them not understanding the karmic ancestors. I see them not understanding because they didn't stand. Like, they chose to continue on and push that narrative that was pushed in them, even when they knew the truth. They thought that if they straddled the fence and if they just did as Master said, you know, and this don't got nothing to do with color, y'all. Nothing to do with color. It ain't never been about color, y'all. It hasn't. It's the souls that they need. And your mind is what they need. But when you create a system has to be created with something, right? It has to have different, it has to have a story to it. You know, it has to have some type of kind of structure to it. And the structure usually and always, whoever creates that structure, it goes planned by the one who's constructing it and what they want it to be, what they choose for, what they choose that they want for you, and what they need from you that's going to benefit them. Okay? So it was never created for you. It was never created for your ancestors. This is what they need you to know. Okay? So, those ancestors, those karmic ancestors that didn't fight for themselves and dishonored those who cried to them and yelled out to them, just come with me, just help me. They said no, and I would never tell. I would never tell the truth. I would never, and it was all fear based because of the treatment they got. So you have to understand that, we can't be, upset and mad or hurt because our relatives in this life have the same mentality as they did back there, because as I just told you, you need to turn the lights on. Oh, when I finish this. Yeah, come on, man. Get my shit back in.
Let's go on. You want?
No, I don't want to, because I'm channeling right now. I don't want to go into it's cool. Where was I? David, that name David is very significant. Another thing too, if you can, if you rocking with me, and if you don't feel like it's fine, but 330 came up. It was 330, and I just pulled off that energy. You can put it down in the chat, maybe look it up and see what it means. And 339 also, I pulled that energy when I was looking at the time. Y'all was watching something that was so, but I'm like, I gotta get up and do this, right? Okay. Those same souls from the karmics have reproduced to our close relatives, some of them. So remember I said that in each family there are like one or two highly intelligent star seeds, okay? And it was one hell of a fight getting me there, okay? It's a trip because they were showing me how when I speak, it's certain souls that connect with me and they're able to see what I see. It's like in how I see. I'm not gonna say exactly how, but in your own way, because all of you are unique in your own way, right? And so we may all have the same powers and the same gifts, but they're all used differently because we are all different and uniquely, created. It's like a hella different keys because there's so many different doors that needs to be unlocked. Okay, so when I speak and I say things, and they want me to say this is why I'm saying it, and you need to close your eyes, you will see how they need you to see things or perceive things in another way, because perception and having perspective and just being able to see things from different ways. And I feel like that's just a beautiful thing. It is. I mean, you will see. You can see. People don't like that. Once they know that you can see past what it is that they're giving you, you can see past the persona. That's why now we're being called to silence ourselves and stay humble, because now we're just waiting for everything to fall into place. That's basically what we're doing, and we're continuing on the work, but we didn't made it through the worst of it, y'all. Okay, so where was I at with that? Did you guys get that? Everything that I said, like, I feel like the main, well, it was all important, but like, I want you guys just to let this stick out how they were done, you know, in all races, y'all. So it's never been about color. It's been about the cattle. They look at us as cattle. And what do they do to cattle? The high priestess and the king of wands. The king of wands took the high priestess out. They ruled with an iron fist. They did moon magic, blood magic. You know, they were, oh, they showing me some shit. They harmed children. They did blood magic. That's what they told me to say. So, let me drink some water. And they get into it. That shit came out again on a different side, y'all. That came out. Okay, so that was, what was that? The King of Wands came out on a different side. The other one was the High Priestess. When I first started talking, so the High Priestess is the ancestors, our ancestors, your ancestors that I was speaking of when I said that they were, you know, unalived in horrible ways. And those memories still reside in us today. And it's the fear that you're feeling in here, right? I mean, it gets so deep, you guys, because let's just get into it. Let's just get to it. So, now the King of Wands is looking this way, and she's saying, now come on. You see? Now what you was talking about? That is that. This is our ancestors. This is another woman. Apart from the High Priestess, this is the Queen of Swords. And it's the King of Wands, though. See, the same entities and the same souls that captured and enslaved our ancestors, it wasn't that long ago, y'all. I'm not talking about the shit that they taught y'all in school. I'm not talking about slavery and shit. However that happened, it's still going on. I'm talking about this shit get deeper than that. It get way deeper than that. But it's happening. That's what it is. But it was on a way bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? How they did our ancestors. Like I said, putting them in boxes with rats and leaving them in there to you know, burying them in the ground without putting them in anything. I mean, it was a lot. So we're not gonna stay there. Now where we are is whatever you do in the dark comes to the light. So let's see where it's at. Let's get it. They don't want the truth to come out, but I'm breathing truth. I got it. I'm grateful. Okay. The Pentacles, we got the Two of Pentacles coming out. We have some water souls here from the water. A lot of you stars resides over the water. What I mean by that is everyone in the universe has a star that's connected to them. Some can't see their stars because of how dim they are, and their stars is dim as well. So they won't be seen because of the shallowness of their souls and the emptiness of their avatars, right? Which are the ones that's on shaky waters, if you will. It's like riding the boat in the Bermuda Triangle. don't think nobody can do that. You can't even fly over that, can you? But we can go. We can. That's home for some. Your ancestors. You have ancestors that's there. I believe it's a portal there also. It's a portal there. I'm being shown. The Bermuda Triangle. That's why it's heavily protected. Can't fly over it. It's not because of the safety for us. It's for the safety of those karmics who ancestors did wrong in that area of where the Bermuda Triangle. Only when so many of their ancestors who followed, so many of their relatives that followed in their ancestors' shoes with being pilots and in the army and in the Air Force and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? They met up with their ancestors, the karmic ancestors, works and what they did. Now in the ocean, they don't rule anything in the ocean. They cannot rule anything in the ocean. This is why they bomb the ocean, and this is why they pollute the ocean so much, is what I'm being shown. And there would be we got the Three of Pentacles. And that's the Four of Pentacles. What other messages? We got the Nine of Wands. What's today? Ain't today the ninth? Oh, that. Damn, y'all, hold on. Cause I forgot to, hold on, cause I forgot to, fucking, cause I be wanting to come in and see y'all so that I can talk to you guys through the messages on the side. So, if it was something else I was supposed to write down and put in the chat, no. But we'll just, I'm just gonna come over here to the messages and read some of you guys' messages, okay? Is it Ivern12? How you doing? Hi, Ivern12. Love you too. Love you as well. Thank you for coming over to the tribe, to the soul tribe. Okay? Okay. Okay. How you doing, Simon? Y'all, let me tell you guys. The more and more you continue to move forward and just embrace your true essence, like, you're going to find peace in the hell. Hell, you're going to turn it into heaven. You know what I'm saying? You have that power inside of you to do that. To where all of the heat only hit the ones that is needed. And you clear that shit out when you come through. When you step in the room, you clear that shit out. And that's why you are so desirable. It may not be for the right reasons from everyone, but now that you went through all that you've been through, your discernment and understanding yourself so that you are willing to understand others and listen to others, because when you listen to others, they feel heard. You know? And for thousands of years, our ancestors did not have that opportunity to be heard. Okay? But today is a new day, right? Today is a day of peace, love, tranquility, you know, for truth, understanding, listening, you know, all of that. No fear. We're getting the fear out of there. We digging that shit out. We going to the sacral chakra. And so, to the healers out there that I'm speaking to, somebody's name could be Tom or Leslie. Or maybe you know somebody named Tom or Leslie. Mayweather can be significant. It don't have to be the fighter, that name, or that can be just that name could be significant. So we got the Five of Pentacles, right? Five is change, right? Five is moving into a place where, you're grounded, no matter where you move, you're rooted. You're rooted into the connection and into the awe. You don't quite see things the same anymore. You see how he's looking? He don't quite see things the same, but he's been through a lot. This is for the divine ones. Now, really, it's like you renewed your soul. Your soul is renewed, and so this information that I'm sharing by way of our ancestors trusting me with this wisdom and this knowledge. Your soul has been reborn, so you've been picking up on like, okay, and maybe you haven't gotten up and did it yet, but or maybe you just starting, or maybe you have to get your mind, to a place where it's like, okay, let me just get up and do it. But these are healthy things for your avatar, because you've been thinking about like, okay, I want to be here for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be here. So what do I need to do? Because you have a place here. You have a place. And so the more and more that you listen to your inner self and and continue to commune with your ancestors, you know what I'm saying? That unhealthy body that you've been walking around in, that it's not, and it's no fault. We're not gonna put it on nobody. We just weren't brought up with the right education on doing so. We wasn't. I mean, they was feeding us, they was feeding our ancestors shit, just anything. And so it came and it continued on because nobody, stopped it. I mean, it's a lot of shit that happened back then, but they said the most important things are that now you know the truth. And everybody, like, of course, everybody's not going to, understand this and things of that nature. I mean, to some people, you can't even bring it up. I mean, they're still going to have people that's going to come and try to have conversations with you to see what you know. And that's how you know that you're on the right path when monitoring motherfuckers come. And you like, damn, why they ask me that? Why they on that? And it's just to trick you out of information, because they were able to do it to our ancestors, and they think that they can do it to us. Hi, Marcus, Wills. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, you said good morning, beautiful to me. Good morning to you, too. Okay, thank you. Hi, Simon. Okay, so we got the King of Pentacles out there. Who he be? They mad, y'all. It's a trip. Like, okay, so you could be a Taurus. You could even have Tauruses, like you have a lot of earth signs in your family that's rooted in a lot of pain, And it could be 4, it could be 5 uncles, aunties, rooted in a lot of pain. Earth signs, not just a Taurus, it could be a Virgo or Capricorn. I'm picking up on a Sagittarius that and you just know their souls very well, okay? You may not speak to them anymore. I feel like they're older. Some of them may not even be here, but you remember the essence of them. You remember, they said not essence, the energy of them. Okay, these are the karmic ancestors that chose to hide things from the ancestors that continue to fight even in death, even though death is not real. But I'm going to say that because this is what you guys know it is, right? This is what they told us, even though death is not real. It's not a thing, right? But So because they fought with the enemy, that's what they did because of fear. They didn't believe that one day this day will come. And so this is why I was saying, like, you can't be like, why be mad at people? Because these same souls have incarnated, some of them have incarnated on the karmic side and came back. This is what this King of Pentacles is. They came back as children, cousins, uncles, fathers, grandfathers, to push the narrative because it hasn't it hasn't been healed in the family lineage, right? You, divine, collective, masculine or feminine, because we got both in us, have balanced. That's another thing that came out, y'all. Ashes and ashes, like, you know, being cremated, that came out, and the hourglass came out. So when I seen the hourglass, I was like, damn, it's like time, you know? So, other messages do you have? So my name could be Lonnie, Marquise, Samuel, I'm picking up on. What other messages do you have? Warcraft. They said Warcraft. Wow. So the King of Pentacles, like I said, are these ancestors that chose to not walk by faith. They chose to live in fear. They chose to push that narrative of fear onto their children and their children and their children because they did. Look, they wasn't gonna be here forever anyway. Even if they would have stepped up and stood on something, you know what I'm saying? And not they stood on something, they did, but what they stood on affected that generation, the next generation. You see how it kept going? And so because of that, the Ace of Cups came out. Spirit had to intervene each time that they chose. And even though Spirit was there, Spirit was also there for them, but they chose. Spirit was there for the karmic family, for the karmic lineage, your ancestors. Spirit showed them, Spirit did show them that if you just believe in yourself, then the answers will come. If you believe in yourself and you commune with yourself and protect what you love, the answers are there. All of the answers are here. A lot of things are directed at the heart, if you notice throughout your life. People hurt your feelings to get to your heart. People say certain things. It's your heart that they're affecting. You know what I'm saying? Which is trust, which is, you know, fear. Those things that they put in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, when it goes to your heart, it affects your mind in a different way. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, Spirit did, and look at how this pond in this water, this pond right here, and there's flowers on top of it, like petals. So, oh, it's hearts. It's like petals. No, it's petals. Yeah, like the water. The reason why these ancestors, these karmic ancestors, chose this dark side, they chose the dark side. I'll tell you guys exactly what the darkness for them turned into. But I wouldn't, damn. I'm gonna tell y'all what they're showing me. The darkness turned into coldness. It's very cold. They don't have any, they don't have any, like, some of them do, based on, like, how much they, you know, ranked up in that realm that they are in. but they're captured. They're captive. Like they got them held captive. They don't want to be there no more. It's been like that for a long time. They're not wanting to be there, but they still are working with them. They came here, but the ones that's captured, the ones who they chose not to come here in the physical, they're still there captured. And this is why I say that, like, it's like I feel like I've learned to release the burden of hate and feeling like I was unloved, even though I was, or like poor me, that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them don't want to be there and they regret what they did. They're in a lot of sorrow and pain. Because even when Source said, "Just come with me, and I will show you a way out," they were so afraid from the things that were happening to them that they had to erase that wisdom and that knowledge. They had to erase the things that were happening, and they thought that they were doing something right, but they were going against themselves. They were going against themselves. Um, they denied themselves, and they also denied the hand from Source and the ancestors that was helping them, because they were getting messages also. Then again, you have to think about the fear that made them continue to help these entities that's been corrupting the minds of our ancestors and us. Why everybody against each other? Why there's so much war? Why is war going on? War, it's always been war. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's no casualties in war. It's like they were shown a light and they were so ashamed of what they had done. And it's like Source, like, it's okay. I understand why you're afraid. I understand that, but you have to, you have to make the choice to step forward. You have to. I can't make you. It's free will. You have free will. Even if you make this first step, and that step takes you out of here, you still have my hand. This King of Pentacles could be your mother. This King of Pentacles can be your grandfather, your ancestors. This King of Pentacles can be a sister in the past life. All of that. That was a decision that was made by them. And some of them that's here today, and you guys know who they are. These are past ancestors that's here today. The ones that was really mean to you when you were a kid. Did fucked up shit to keep you in that little box so that you would know your true potential, so that you would be in fear, because fear is what stopped the soul from exploring the true essence of life and the truth. It's what stopped the soul from seeking the truth. It keeps the soul in a corrupt state of mind where everyone is the same, and we have to do this, and you know what I'm saying? We have to do things how they said. It's like they're under hypnosis, if you will. But they've accepted to it. A lot of them like it. That's the only reason why they're here. The ones that don't want to be in it no more, they're not here, but they are captured. They did not take the hand of Source. So let's keep moving. I hate to hear that, but set them free, y'all. Set them free, because this fear that they hold on to is inside of you, and you can't set them free. You can set them free. The fear that was put in, the fear that you had to go through, what you went through to cause the fear inside of you, and the relatives that did it, or the lovers that done it and did it, these souls know exactly who you are, and they were sent here on assignment to do so. to continue on in that matter. If you free them, if you free the burdens, and if you free them, then you free yourself too. Like at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords. What else? What else, Ancestry? What you got? Yeah, put it on. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Look at y'all. We got that number 8 out there. Okay? We got that extra. You know what I'm saying? This 8. Oh my goodness. What happens when you turn an 8 on the side? So we got the 8 of the Two of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. They say, if you seek, then you shall find. So a lot of you, divine and feminine, divine masculine and divine feminine, you fought your way out of the darkness. And when I say that, they want me to explain to you, just briefly, what it is that you do and what you did and what you're doing. You understand the assignment. You understand the assignment. Without me saying too much, you understand the assignment. You had to dumb yourself down. And sometimes you still do have to dumb yourself down so that they won't catch on to you when you're in certain rooms and things of that nature. And that's only when it's necessary. Because you could be sent in that same room and spirit put that spirit in you, and spirit put that energy in you, or the downloads, and now you speak forth what needs to be spoken, and you stop in the whole energy, and you feel the shit for the energy. It's like, I've been waiting on this shit. Stay calm, let that shit flow, because you're gonna set that motherfucker on fire. And this is how we are moving forward. They gave me inconspicuous. There was a lot of motherfucking, they were literally, and this is why I say color don't matter, because it was never about color. Because a lot of these, as far as the karmic ancestors, a lot of them was falling in love with these people and thought that they was having kids with them and was family with them, and they was turning on the whole family, taking the whole family out. But this was from, you see how this shit worked? Y'all, this shit deep. So the Nine of Pentacles, 9 could be significant, 2 can be significant. Remember, 92 been coming up a lot, y'all. 92 turning to 11, 9, 10, yeah, turning to 11. Let me see something. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see something. Sorry, you guys. Excuse me. Oh, I don't know why I said sorry, guys. Yeah, shit to do with sorry. Okay, so the meaning of number 11, it says, seen as a sign that a person is going to see opportunities met with good fortune, achieve a goal they have been working on, are experiencing a new beginning. Confidence within yourself and motivation motivates your own strength in decision making when opportunities are sent your way. So we do know that earlier I had said, I had spoke on this. opportunities, a lot of opportunities coming through, a lot of, you know, and you're going to need the confidence and all of those things. But these, you know, as you move forward and these new doors open, you also, you know, have to come into your, you know, continue to walk into your newness. Okay, you're already whole, but you're still adjusting to it because it's new, right? That energy is new. You know, knowing that the world is not what it seems, knowing the truth now, and the truth can be very disturbing. Okay, and for so long, the lies have been. I mean, it's like people really eat the lies up, and they are much more. They feel much more safer with the lies because the thing is even though when people lie, y'all, the reason why they lie is they say they lied to you is because I was trying to protect your heart, but you're not protecting my heart by lying to me. You know what I'm saying? You're not protecting. You're not helping me protect us by lying to me. Well, if some shit pop off, I need to know the truth. That's why I tell my kids, always be honest with me. So if something happened, I know how to respond, even if I know you fucking wrong. We'll handle that. I'm gonna let you know when you're wrong. But when it's time to protect your family, and that's why you're supposed to be honest with them. And a lot of and even though a lot of all of the karmic ancestors and our karmic relatives that we remember in this lifetime, you know, even though they've lied and done the things that they've done, the ones that's here, they don't have no, y'all, they gone, y'all. The ones that's here is gone. It's like I talked about in the past show that I did, how it was like that wheel was turning and then now it's stopped and everything is locked in. People are who they are, y'all. That's just what it is. It ain't fucking easy. Following that wheel that they chose to follow for 30 years, 50 years, 60 years. You think they gonna change? The entity that's over their body and all the souls that they came in and out, they ran through, they're gone. You look in their eyes and you see darkness. You need to go look in their eyes one more time so that it can remind you of why you need to continue holding that torch. Because even with holding it in their face and they see you are the fucking torch. You're the fucking torch. As you hold that torch up and they see it, they see nothing. They see you. They see the torch. They see God. They see your favor, your favoredness. But there's many of souls that's looking through them, that's envious and jealous and spiteful by way of the decisions that you made when it came to yourself, when it came to you said, no, I'm not going to keep running in and out these damn churches, that it's not helping. I'm not going to keep, trying to figure out shit from my family about, our lineage and things of that nature, or even just in the past with your grandmothers and grandfather. A lot of you don't even have information on that, and the information that you do have by way of doing the ancestral DNA and all that shit, a lot of that shit is not what it seems. A lot of it, if you got some money, but a lot of you people who, I'm sorry, I didn't even say people, but a lot of you souls, divine souls, or even karmic souls that's looked into your lineage through way of blood tests, they weren't honest with y'all. Why would they be? Who runs those companies? And then you giving your blood. And so now you're giving more information on where you are and who you are. So they know where to come and attack you. I'm not trying to scare you guys. Even though the attacks is always going to be here. Because we got good and bad. These motherfuckers just don't give up. Anyways, I wanted to look that up. Let me continue on with the reading. Let me go to the... Thank you, Sahana. It's Sahana. If I said it wrong, sorry. My apologies. Thank you so much. And okay, so let me keep going. We have grown. We are in a totally different space. I know it feels so like wonderful and great, you know, to just be free, right? Because we are. Damn, this motherfucker. Oh, great. Okay, let's keep going. If anybody been thinking about, like, you know, I actually did a show on this. Like, we're not supposed to be buried in the ground. You guys know that, right? You know that was created by me. And it's a mantra. It's a mantra. A fire that they put over your body. Everybody that's in the ground. It's a mantra. It's this. They either cross your hands or they put them in. When they lock your hands in like this in the casket, that mantra is fought. If you put your hands like this, your body will become warm. Mantras is real. Mantras is hand movement, like, you know, signs and shit, right? A lot of the elite people use them on TV and shit. That shit is real, right? Your ancestors, they sacrificed a lot for you to be here. I want you guys to know that, and it's not for everybody, this is for those that have love and compassion in their heart for humankind, for humanity, for the earth, for mother, for the universe, for the birds and the trees and the oceans, for all things, okay? We want you to know that you are brave, okay? And this is why they fought so hard for you to be here today. This is why you understand things and see things differently than others, and this is why you were always misunderstood, okay? Okay, let's keep going, y'all. Tell us more, ancestors. So we have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, okay? We got the Hangman and the Downright. Well, it's in the Upright, I guess. The Hangman. It's in the Upright. It is. Wait, hold on. No, it's in the Upright. So you got some, your spiritual eyes are wide the fuck open. Divine masculine and divine feminine. Your spiritual eyes, by way of the work that you've done within, are open. You are having clear messages from your ancestors, clear messages from your ascended masters. You're hearing them, you're getting them, you're feeling them, everything, okay? Like I said the other day, this is to strengthen your discernment. This is to strengthen certain tools inside of your soul, your mind, okay? Because things are being retracted, they're showing me. Things are being readjusted. Also, there's a lot of things that's being taken out. So you are having a lot of aha moments, like, like, damn. Okay, it could be certain things that's triggering. It could be music, it could be a movie, it could be a conversation that you have. A lot of you may even be your focus may be, you know, a little off. Like when somebody's talking to you, you could be thinking about something else while somebody's talking to you. Thank you, Golden Rule. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's see. I'm pulling the ancestors cards out next, y'all. These are the cards that they wanted me to use. So look at this. 7 of Wands. Oh, the 8 of Wands. 8-8. So 8-8 can be significant. It's a trip, y'all, because these are my favorite cards, right? But it don't tell you like the numbers and stuff like some of the other cards. I'll be able to count you. You may not be able to count. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. The 8 of Wands, because the right one come out. The right ones come out. The 8 of Wands. It's a trip because the 8 of Wands came out underneath the 2 of Pentacles. Let me show y'all. The 8 of Wands came out under the 2 of Pentacles. Remember I told you about a lot of you guys, a lot of you divine masculine and divine feminine are connected to water spirits. Um, and those are water ancestors, okay? Water ancestors. You may have went through some things in your life and you could be scared of water. Um, or maybe you just came out the stomach knowing how to swim. Maybe you're just a good swimmer. Um, but a lot of you who fear water, really fear water or have an anxiety towards water is because in a past life, that's where you were at when something traumatic happened to you, or either your ancestors, for sure, your ancestors was there and they went through a traumatic ordeal while being there in the ocean, which is where their um, that's where their home, is. So for the karmic ancestors, for the karmic ancestors, the information, the spiritual eyes are blocked. Their spiritual eyes are blocked. Even the ones that's here today, that's in the families, they have became husbands and now they're ex-husbands. They became wives and now they're ex-wives. They were friends. They became ex-friends. Their spiritual eyes are closed and they're only moving off of whatever entity is controlling their vessel. Okay? So they're not getting any information by way of the connection to the Most High, whatever that looked like to you. This is only for those, like I said, that have love in their hearts. It's not for everybody. We're gonna do a few more cards and I'm gonna get the ancestor cards. All right, let's see. The Hierophant in the downright. These were powerful people. These are powerful. They said don't say it. It's not that. They said it's powerful. It's powerful souls. These are powerful souls that's not even receiving the information that we're receiving right now, and they're in fear. Mind you, underneath the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is powerful. This is a major Arsena card, right? But it's in the downright. Underneath the Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, they will not be able to overmind the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Okay? They do not have the power or the ability to do the things that they've been doing at all. And this is why I know that our ancestors are showing us this, because they need you to know that you do not have to carry that fear, and you can set your karmic ancestors free. And as far as setting them free, when I mean set them free with love and peace. You have to be, really like able to see things from so many different perspectives. Like they didn't have, even though they have free will and choices, the ones that's corruptive, they're also in the spiritual realm working against you, working against your divine inheritance. They don't want you to get your divine inheritance, okay? The inheritance that they speak of on the earth, how they say, oh, I'm gonna give you 6 acres and a mule, or whatever the fuck they be saying, that shit came from them knowing that we inherit the earth. The meek shall inherit the earth. That's true. And they're at a race against time. It's a race against time, they're showing me. Their keys have been taken from them. They have been stripped of all things. They had people praying to them like they was God. They created gods. Made people believe that if you believe in someone else other than yourself, then you will come to salvation. It's a lie. Salvation is the truth. That's salvation. That's the only way you can have true salvation, is being truthful and honest to yourself, right? to share this with you guys. I had a vision, right? And I was in the metaverse. I was in the universe. But of course, it wasn't my body. And I was floating. And it was just like, I felt like I was at home. It was dark. It was stars around and things like that, right? And these hearts came up. There was like a purple hearts that came up next to me. And I laughed, I giggled. I feel like a child. I feel like a child. Like, I knew I was an older soul, but I felt like a child in a mother's womb. That's how I felt. And then fear came over me. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what the fear was, and I'm gonna tell you what happened once that fear came. I was like, how did I get here? Where am I at? And it was like, it seemed like in this womb that I was in, that looked like the universe, but it felt like my mother's womb. It was like not my physical mom, just for real. But it seemed like it almost gave me a few seconds to pull myself together, because I kind of like, but I'm like, wait a minute, I'm trying to look around. It was fear that came over me. Do you know I fell? And I felt the fall. It was like, oh, I fell, right? And so I don't know what you guys would take from that and what perspective you would look. But you know how they be like, it's falling stars, like it's falling like angels and stuff like that. I feel like that's like, they might get that from people. A lot of souls experience that, probably like it come from somewhere. But fear made me fall because I didn't know for sure that this is my home, and I'm worthy of being here. You know, it was so, I was just in a very, very safeguarded place, healed, whole. Nothing can touch me there. But the minute I went back into my mind and started, where am I at, and questioning, you can't question who you truly are when they're showing you. When they're showing you and this shit is really like, and and you adding this shit up, and you like, fuck what they think, forget what they think. If they think you crazy, then be crazy, but continue on your path. Keep going, because that's what they gonna do, to confuse you and to derail you. But you cannot stand in this position with fear. You can't help nobody in fear. You powerless in fear. Hi, Heal. It's Hiio. How you doing? Okay, you guys. Let's see what's gonna come out, y'all. Get a couple more of these about here. Man, so what's this up underneath the 8 of Wands? Or just the 9? So we got the Lovers came out under the 9 of Wands. Let me show you how this. This is crazy. I just said this yesterday. It's crazy. This came out yesterday. Did it? I think it was. I'm telling y'all. A lot of y'all, divine masculine and divine feminine, y'all been, listen, Linda, y'all been, y'all been like, I'm cool. Not right now. You've been so, like, involved with yourself and moving forward, evolving, and just understanding all of this. It's like, look, and not even just that. Let me get myself right. Now you know that the more you heal this lineage, the more you heal these wounds that was, brought to your ancestors, that was not brought to, but that they had to endure. All of that is inside of you. You like, shit, I need to get to it. I got to get to the bottom of this. Like, I need to understand myself so that I can understand what they went through, so that I can understand how to move and operate with these people on this earth. I mean, your perspective has completely changed in the past 2 years, 3 years. I'm picking up on. And so there's another counterpart, and this can be people, anybody. There's more counterparts that's coming into union, that's doing the same work and healing the same ancestral plagues that have been plagued upon our ancestors. These are the plagues that they're talking about, and then they bring them out in the physical. This shit been going on. This shit has been going on. So, you're not going through this alone, where in the end you're going to end up by yourself, is what they want me to say. You've never been by yourself. You have never been alone. This is how this information is coming about. This information that you guys have gotten in the past 6 months, 7 months, 9 years is coming in fast. The downloads, the synchronicities, the signs, people saying crazy shit to you. You walking into places in grocery stores and people just staring at you. Whether it could be 1 or 2 people, the interactions that you have are supernatural. So now you know that you have to protect your auric field. Now you know that who the real murderers and the real assassins, and you know who they are. So now when they come in and they try to get back in that door, you already know, because your discernment is you're seeking, and because you're seeking and you chose to take the divine hand. The divine hand is telling me the 4 mothers and 4 fathers of the universe. You took their hand and you stepped out of the darkness. You didn't allow the darkness to bring fear upon you. You know that is a place that you come from, and it's a natural state of our ancestral lineage. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is a natural state. Like, that is us. Like, our souls are dark. They are. They're black. They're very dark. All souls are different. It depends on the rankings of them. But, a lot of us healers and here today, black souls. If you have experience and you have seen your soul, and maybe me speaking on this, maybe you will see soon. Maybe it will be revealed to you soon, and this is just a message for you to, or a seed that's being planted, so that you can be aware that it's coming. Okay, an introduction to your higher self, I would call it. And so, yeah, they're upset. So the karmics that's here, family, relative, friends, whoever, people that you don't even know yet, that you're gonna run into, because they don't stop. They're very upset. Look how mad he is. Look how angry he is. But he's the one who's created the churches. He's the one who have, and when I say churches, I'm talking about the teachings, the indoctrination of man that men created. Them same motherfuckers that put on 2 pair of pants, just like they put on a pair of pants just like we do, 1 leg at a time, eat, sleep, shit, do all the shit that we do. They've been manipulating energy and playing in energy, and they are out for blood, okay? When I say blood, this is what they drink, this is what they eat, this is what they feel that keeps them alive. They chose the earthly things to keep them alive. Like, and when I say earthly, I'm not talking about fruits and vegetables and shit. They chose to how can I say it? Sacrifice animals and sacrifice people, babies and shit like that. This is how he gained all of these alchemists behind him. This is where his power lies, only in blood. But he's coward. He's weak. She's weak. She's a coward. Because when you strip them of all of this, they have nothing. So when they come hard. When they come, they send out viruses. They send out hate. They send out ways to get into your mind to make you believe that if you come with me, I can show you the light. I can take you to the light. Nah, motherfucker, I don't want to go to the light because that's not where I came from. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not gonna take. I go where I'm called to go. You know what I'm saying? So let me keep going. Conflict. Is there conflict in paradise? This came out. Look at y'all. This came out under this card. Is there conflict in paradise? Is that the Five of Swords? Do they sense change? Because that's what Five of Swords is. Something is going to come about. This war that they have within them, that they created inside of themselves and on earth and in the spiritual realm. Now they're all going against each other because they don't even know. They don't even see. They don't get nothing. Earlier, what did I say? They're gone. It's nothing in that vessel. It's nothing in that avatar. They're consumed by another entity, and souls can come as you please. The Jezebel soul. I'm going to need them to put some respect on Lilith. And that's real shit. The Jezebel soul. They try to say Lilith is no. Lilith is fighting with us. And she has many names. And very powerful. That's why you can't listen to what everybody say. You can't listen to, they'll talk to you and tell you the truth. You want to know the truth. They're in conflict. And they mad about that. Because they don't. But don't underestimate them motherfuckers, y'all. Don't underestimate them. Let's keep going. Let me hurry because I don't want to be on here for hella long. Okay? Another thing too, you guys, if you hit me and you are asking to, get some guidance, or whatever, we will have to talk. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna get at you, and I'm not gonna spend hella time though. Like if I'm hitting you up and through email and I ask you something, clearly you hit me because it's something that you see in me to where it's like, okay, we're gonna have to move on trust. We're gonna have to move on faith and just step out. You know what I'm saying? If I ask you something, I need you to be honest. If you're not ready to be honest and stand in your truth, don't hit me. Don't hit me up. Don't waste my time. And don't waste your time. Go back to the drawing board, figure it out. When you're ready to be honest with yourself, hit me up. And then we can work together. Because it's not going to work. It's not going to, you will fall away from me by not being honest and truthful. Because I'm going to be honest and truthful to you about what I see. Hi, AJ. Yo. Oh, shit. I can't make this shit up. This is before I just picked up, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. The ancestors go crazy. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups and we got the Hermit card, man. Right underneath the Ace of Cups, the Hermit came out. Okay, y'all know what the Hermit energy talking about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a sacred place now. Your vessel is a sacred place. You are the star of your lineage. I just got that again. I got that fear. Just came through again. It came in here again. Sacral chakras need to be unblocked. Sacral chakra, your sacral chakra can be blocked. I would like for you guys to, maybe try to find some, things that can unblock your sacral chakra so that it can, flow, so that things can flow. I know yesterday breathing came out. Your breathing. Pay attention to your breathing while we're going through this time. We're always going through portals. Portals is always open. We're always moving when we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? We're no longer moving and not moving like how they're showing me a treadmill. We're not running in place no more. We're actually moving. You know what I'm saying? And we're taking our time. We're walking. We have the light. We have the tools to get us through whatever it is that we need. We've made it this far. The Hermit talks about, it's almost like the Hermit also have the musician energy connected to it because you're able to see into things. You're able to I'm not gonna say manipulate the energy if needed, because we don't manipulate energy. We don't have to. This is where they fucked up. The karmics, they fucked up by manipulating energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when have you ever been able to change the hands of time? The only way they was able to change things was by learning our our lineages deep, um, like deep. They learned a lot of things about us, and that's how they were able to keep such a mass and fear and control over a mass. They learned that fear is what keeps souls stuck. They learned that, and once they learned that fear was a way to keep them down here or to keep them captive, that's what they use tactics to keep the fear in there. And if you notice, through every lineage, and even in this life, fear is what really keep us in anxiety. It keep us doing the same shit over and over again. It keep us in toxic, abusive relationships. Fear does a lot of things that keep us down. You know what I'm saying? So the hermit is your guides and your ancestors, your ascended masters, letting you know that you did choose. You chose the light. And you did the work. You alchemized the energy. You sent the things back. You went through this shit when you were afraid. You went through. You continued when you were, when you didn't know what was gonna happen. That's warrior. That's warrior. That's warrior blood. Okay. I mean, even when you may not have been aware of it, divine masculine, divine feminine, while you were doing something, you still did it. And it was nothing negative. It was just like, I'm just going to do it. You didn't know what it was going to turn out to be, but you listened. You listened to the call. And it ain't that a trip, though, because I want to show y'all something. Look at how this came out, y'all. Look at how this came out on this side. And these two cards are side by side on both sides. This one is at the bottom, this one is at the top, right? And then look at how this came out, y'all. We got the Ace of Wands, which direct us to our soul family, right? Our family that chose, the same things that you divine masculine and divine feminine. You chose yourself. You chose you, right? You listen to your higher self. Your higher self said, listen, you want to commune? You want the truth? I've never denied you. I've never not loved you. Let's go get that little girl. Let's go get that little boy. I mean, running everything down to you. Since you were 19, 11, 6, 5. Some of you guys remember shit when you guys were 3 and 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? And look at how these came out. Side by side like this. You know what I'm saying? I showed you how it was. This one was at the top with this one, and this one was at the bottom with this one. But it's just telling you the two different, it's so telling how we have choices. We have a lot of choices in life. A lot of times when we get to make a decision on our next, our next outcome or our next hurdle, whatever it is, karma, what we accumulate, how we think. And it's all a lesson, because you can fuck up and then get back up, and that fuck up was on purpose so that you can see again something else that you must have missed, and whatever that is. Now you know not to be hard on yourself, because you know that the pain is what brought you here today, because you've learned the pain and why you went through it, and how to get out of it, and how to heal from it, and all of those different things. You learned that, okay, well, let me go within myself, because it wasn't me who hurt myself, so much. It was me who was manipulated. It was me who was robbed of the truth. It was of self. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the roads. Like, everybody had a choice, You can go within, or you can go without. It's up to you. You play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Somebody's name can be Stephanie, Crystal. Those names can resonate. Somebody could live in Monterey. Okay, that's enough of these cards right here. This the Ten of Pentacles. We got the King of What is this coming out under? God damn, I cannot make this shit up. Okay, so the Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, right? At the top. Underneath, both of them, and underneath these cards, the Pentacles was underneath the Ten of Pentacles was underneath the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups was under the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Cups was underneath the Eight of Pentacles. And this was under the Two of Swords. And you know, in the Two of Swords, she's blinded, right? She's blind. She's not blinded, but she's, you know, she got a veil over her eyes. That veil over her eyes is what's gotten her through all of this. It's not that she's blind, baby. She's never been blind. She was never blind. Now, it can signify somebody being blind, but not with them motherfucking swords in her hand and she know how to use them with that veil over her eyes. See, they underestimated you. And this is why I tell you don't underestimate them. Don't underestimate those souls that come to you and show you who they are. Because you know who they are. Send their ass back where they came from. You ain't got to let them know that I know who sent you. And I know you ain't got to say too much to them motherfuckers. You don't even have to respond. I would say don't respond, to be honest with you. Because when you don't respond, you don't give none of your currency away. They need your currency right now. And your currency is what they've always needed and wanted. And this is why we are stuck here in this hellhole. Because of all of the entities and all of the souls that chose to give their energy to them. And they harness off their energy, which create this fucking illusion that we're in right now. This simulation. These avatars that they trapped us in. To come back every time and not be free. No, you can't be free, but it's okay. Because this is how it was supposed to happen. So, oh my goodness. The Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Listen, let me tell you something. Your ships have sailed in. Ten of Pentacles, y'all. What does the Ten of Pentacles represent? You know what I'm saying? Like everything, abundance, all because of by way of the work that you've done, by way of the love that you chose to have for yourself and the compassion that you have for those that hurt you. You're like, you know, damn, I get it. There's no reason to be hurt or in pain or, you know, to be in anger or to have all of these negative things when you know now what they've been through, and you know you be shown in your own way or however they want to show you what I'm saying, whether if it be next week or whatever the case may be. This is a revelation. These are revelations and they're coming through. Those messages, that's what the revelation is, y'all. It's not the revelation that they say it's going to be. The revelation only comes through us chosen ones. And this is why they attack our souls. This is why they've been keeping us in fear. Because if you are in fear of the revelation, you will not see the revelation. And the revelation is what sets you free. Because it's the truth. It's the truth about who you truly are. It's the truth about the things that's really happened. Some will turn from it and not want to go forward because what you're being shown is so unbelievable or it's so scary. It's so, you know, and it is. It gets spooky. It gets spooky. See, you see something outside of your eye, you jumping and shit. Oh, it's time to get comfortable with knowing that we are not one-dimensional beings. Our souls astral project every night with other souls. It's not here. We need to get familiar with that in our minds and know that we are not just going to be here forever. in the physical, but our souls will move on. Start adjusting that part and get the part of death out and going in the fucking ground. If anybody have money and you got relatives that's got you, and if you can just find a way to get them out the damn ground and cremate them. Seriously, if you've been thinking about that confirmation, get them out the ground. That is a ritual. That is a ritual that they create. That and look how long is that shit trickle down. They did a number. They did a number on us, you guys. And although we are out of it now, look at what the fuck is going on. I mean, the ocean is so polluted. They're still pulling fish out the ocean and putting them in stores for us to eat. And then still feeding you all of this shit in the media. And these people are still getting up, communing with them. They're the ones that built the buildings. They're the ones that built the buildings. They're the ones that created the curriculum in the schools and in the churches and things of that nature. They're the ones who have, put us in a state of confusion about who we are. And never had any means of releasing us. It's always a loophole. There's duality. Didn't I say that shit the other day? Flip it. Flip it. Hold up, y'all. Let me see something. Okay, so we're going to get the hoodoo deck. These are the ancestor deck. This is the ancestor deck. We're going to see what they got to say. We are, oh my goodness, 555, y'all. It's 5:55 right now where I'm at. 5:55 in the morning. Okay, I'm going to go over to the messages real quick, y'all, so I can see what y'all talking about. Because I can see some of them in the phone, but let me see. Okay. Okay. All right. There's been so much growth and stuff. I'm gonna get the ancestor deck before I'm gonna get the ancestor deck out before I go into the ancestor cards. How y'all doing this morning? If you in Cali, so you karmic and karmics. Something is coming that's going to mind blow you. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna mind fuck you. They say. So that's what I'm picking up on for the karmics. And when I say karmics, I'm talking about those who chose not to, those who didn't choose themselves. Anybody that didn't choose themselves. Mind fucked. Awakening, splitting the deck. I split the deck, I didn't shuffle. Okay, 40, the number 4 is significant right now, right? Mask. Okay. 18 came out. I'm sorry, I just put the deck on this. These cards are so fucking beautiful, y'all. I feel like I showed them too slow. But look at these are 2 cards when I split the deck. You know, dolphins have a direct spiritual connection, okay, to the spiritual realm. And then we got math, so 18 can be significant. You could be 40 years old. You could live on 40th Street. It's a young adult watching me right now, and your mom could have passed at a young age, which is like 40, and you were younger, like maybe she had you maybe right before she passed, or it could have been 3 or 4. That's coming up. Okay, let me see. Hold on. So I just want to see what these cards mean, what messages are the ancestors going to give. I'm really picking up on this energy to read them. Okay. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. That song just came. I was sorry. Okay, so it says Goddess of Awakening, Yoruba, Nigeria, Temple of the High Priestess. Did the High Priestess come out? Oh, the High Priestess. Her element is water, y'all. We were just talking about water, right? So Goddess Yemaye controls the ocean. I didn't know that. I read this card, but it's like I didn't remember. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be, reading these cards like every day and shit. Yeah. Anyways, very, very interesting. So, Goddess Yemaye controls the ocean. The Amani, it's A-M, M as in Mary, N as in Nancy, I-O-T, I-C, emantic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. So the harmonic fluids that nurtures us before we know ourselves. Remember when I was just talking about being up there? Oh my goodness. And I feel like this is talking about like, let me just read it. Because I feel like it's a baby stomach. Oh, that's what, yeah, she is pregnant. Look. Okay, my bad. Let me keep going. They like, quit interrupting. the healing, loving energy of this Yoruba mother, Orisha, deity, never leaves you. Wake up. Awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yemaye swallows your tears. You are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is Goddess rising. You are waking up. Yeah, that's what it says. So you are waking up. And once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You didn't come to transcend this world while living in it. Hold on. Let me write this down because I want to look this up. I want to look more into this. All right. So, this world, while you're living in it, you came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This incision is your divine purpose. I am receiving and radiating love. I am receiving and radiating love. I am receiving and radiating love. Okay? That's deep. So let's go to 18, which would be mass, and then we'll get into the rest of the readings. Monarchy can be significant. Monarchy. Monarchy. Isn't that like, it'd be like the matriarch? It's two different words, though. I gotta look that up too. Monarchy. I gotta put that in something. I need to look that up. Okay. That word came up. Hold on, y'all. So 18 is mass. Mass came out. Shadow of Mass, Caribbean. This temple is shadows, and the element is air. So I could be speaking to some air signs, okay, or water signs, okay. What's her name? Jumbies are the scary shadow, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. I am willing to remove the mask. I am willing to remove the mask, right? That's deep. You know, I learned that as we continue on our paths, you know, as we go into ourselves, you know, as we continue to learn ourselves and, you know, our true state and all of that, right? The truth, we are more truthful with people that's in our lives. And the more honest and truthful you are with people, look at y'all. Because it's a double-edged sword. It could be a double-edged sword. The more and more that you are truthful with people, the more and more you are able to see what mask they are truly wearing. Because a lie, a negative, cannot defeat a positive. Okay? The only way a negative can beat a positive is if that positive does not stand positively in the truth that it stands in. Now, are you supposed to walk around and give it all up and things of that? No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's a way you'll know. Your soul will know how to move and groove when it needs to be. You've been honest with those that you needed to know who they were to you, who they were in your life. You were honest with them. What do you think you got that essence to be honest? That's just who you are. You're love. You could be an earth sign, okay? You could be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Sagittarius. It's a lot of dragon energy in here. I'm picking up on. You could be like, you know, running across a lot of dragon information, or maybe dragons then came up. Birds can be significant. 48, somebody could be 48, or the number 48 can be significant. 10 can be significant. You could be seeing 10, 10. Yeah, those that wear masks and that wear many a mask, these are the ones that, and let me tell y'all something. We all wear many a mask because when you go into different situations, it's different, you know, we're constantly, we're not one-dimensional beings. And so your higher self gets you ready to step in that room. Your higher self knows what energy it needs to bring, but it's the truth. So no, your higher self is stepping in as your higher self, which is an authentic phase, or an authentic liberty, an authentic being is stepping in the room and is shifting into, and I'm not talking about no shapeshifter, it's shifting the energy that it exudes with love and truth and honesty. And so usually you walk into rooms with people who are very demonic, okay? You have and you will. But your truth that you walk with, the truth that you've been walking with, the love in your heart, all of that, just everything that you exude inside of you, it's just so much light, like I'm picking up on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just picking up on balance and just knowing, like, you know, just allowing just everything to come through you, everything to just flow. Okay, it's like you're flowing now, like, you know what I'm saying? And That's just like, I don't know, protection from your aunts, with your from your ancestors. It's protection from the divine. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. It's just like, I feel like that take away the worry, knowing that, like everything I just said, it takes away the worry. I feel like that's a gift that we were just given just now, because the karmic ancestors and relatives, they worry about what these entities would do to them if they didn't comply, or are the ones who really chose to say no, I'm fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our relatives, from the past, from our lineage, from past lives, you know, gave us up. Like, you know, they gave us to them, our souls over to them, for them to live, but they still had to continue to work with these entities because they did business with them. They signed a contract with them. And so they wear many a different masks, and they have to. And the way, by way of, when you know what the mask is by way of them stealing energy from other chosen ones. This is how their life force have been able to last this long, because they feed off of the energy of the chosen ones, children, animals. That's why they sacrifice animals and kids. That's what I'm being shown. Every time they sacrifice a child or an animal, underneath the pretenses that they're doing it, they absolutely, positively take the essence of that child, take the essence of whomever that is, or even animal, and they embody that energy. But now that same energy that they did this to, like the ancestors that was innocent, all of that energy that they took in has turned into terminal diseases, have turned into a lot of multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar families are now, they don't have no money. They don't have shit. They still up there because they still sacrificing, and they still with the, you know, doing the shit that they ain't got no business doing. But these motherfuckers is like really panicking, you guys. Good. They keep going. I'm all good for them. Hi, how you doing, Alexis? Let's keep going, y'all, because I don't want to. It's, what time is it? 6. I got on here at 4 something. My video long, y'all. Make sure I'm done. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to give us. No, this time I can't make it up. She told the truth. So truth. New 34 can be significant. Did I say 39 can be significant? Her name is, I'm reading that one too. Let me pull one more card from my ancestor deck. What other messages do you have? Sacred Lust came out. Hold on. Yeah, I had another card right there I didn't even know. Okay. So, hold on, let me get this. What's this? What am I doing? I never read that one before. Let me go to what I'm supposed to go to. Or I get sidetracked and shit. Okay, focus. Okay, so Goddess of Truth. Temple is Greedos. Element is water. Nandi, the bold, outspoken wife of Beni Awa, deity Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nundi lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. Message. I ain't even gonna say nothing on that. That said everything it needed to say. She told the truth. Goddess of sacred lust, Egyptian. Temple of lovers, element of fire. Qatish, the mistress of the gods, is the Egyptian goddess of sacred sexuality, ecstasy, and fertility. Her two men, yes, her two men are the fertility god Nin and Manut, the god of war. You are erotic creature. You are an erratic creature. It's erotic, if I'm not saying it clear enough. You have a divine right to experience sensual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and receive pleasure. You deserve to feel good. It feels good to feel good. So allow yourself to feel good. Lean into your sacred lust. Turn up your own fire and quench your thirst. Dance with pleasure. You daring to embrace your sensuality will set the world on fire. It feels good to feel good. It feels good to feel good. Right? Okay, so let me clean this up, y'all. And this is going to, I'm going to pull like maybe, I'm going to say, they said 8 cards. I'm going to pull 8 cards out of here for you guys. So I'm going to do that. I was going to say 3, but they said 8. Okay. Let me get these ones up. I'm going to clear this energy out. I gotta give me a bell, y'all. Because you know bells really like clear energy. She get you, you should look into some bells, y'all. Like, clear energy, really, like they really do. Think about like they took all the bells down. Y'all remember that? Like y'all seen that shit? Like they took all the bells down around. Like some churches still got them, but people don't really pay attention to them or even pick up when they don't pick up on the energy. Well, a lot of people not tapping in. Hey Ace 90 shit, what you doing? I'm just being silly. Hi. So they said you gotta get through. You gotta get through it to get to it. You gotta get through it to get to it. Y'all been hearing that? You guys have some beautiful energy. Like, you guys' energy is awesome. Your energy is so fucking awesome. For those who was here in the beginning, because I've been on here for a long time, and for those that are still here, your energy is so welcoming. Like, I haven't even, like, responded to none of the negative. Or even, like, it didn't even, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, though. That's what we supposed to be doing, though. You know what I'm saying? We're doing what it's supposed to be doing right now. Okay? Each one teach one, man. Not only are you learning from me, I am learning from you too. They said they will not distract this message. Not today. That's dope. So my name could be Helen. They said healing Helen. Basically saying that you're a healer. If you have someone, a relative that you may be close to that's a healer, or maybe that could be a grandmother, or it could be you. You're a healer. So the 5 of coins came out. Y'all look at these cards, y'all. It's the Ancestry deck. Look at how he's blowing that fire. What is this he's going over? Oh, it's water. He's blowing water, and he has some leaves in his hand. The 5 of coins. Interesting, huh? There's a little boy in the middle with the shirt that's all ripped up. Can you see it? Let me see something, y'all. Make sure. I don't try to see these pictures because the depictions. Can you see them better? Like that. Okay. Okay, let me keep going. Maybe the light was too bright. What other messages do you have, ancestors? Okay. The Seven of Sticks, alligator face, human body. He have a stick in his hand. I'm gonna get them all out here, y'all, so they can, because they want me to put them all out at the same time. So, give me 1 minute. Okay. Brito, what is it? Brito Funeral Home. Miss Robinson came out. She's holding an obituary in her hand to say R.I.P. What does it say? R.I.P. Let me see. Hold on. What does it say on this? Oh shit! I never seen this. I've never seen this. Well, I never read this. It says this this me. It says this me. All right, give me some glasses. This me who got the wrong one or something like that. It says something like you got the wrong one. Okay, let me turn this down because I feel like y'all can't see the cards like that. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. All right. Okay. Hold on. The Five of Sticks came out. That's 4. The Three of Sticks. The Three of Sticks underneath the Five of Coins. Okay. The Three of Knives came out. Damn, I fucking seen this card come out earlier. Before, because I told y'all that they told me that they showed me what cards to use before I even came where the cards at. I knew this fucking card was gonna come out. I put this on everything. I'm not lying. Like I knew it. Like they showed it. That's crazy. It ain't crazy. Quit saying it. We gotta watch our words. Our words is powerful. That's real. That's magic. The Four Baskets came out. I gotta show y'all what the Four Baskets came out under. Under the Five of Sticks. Okay, let's get into it, ancestors. Let's get into it. This will be the only cards that I'm pulling from there. And I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on. They said creepy legends. The creepy legends of the bayou. Y'all know what the bayou is, don't y'all? They did. This was a long time ago. Maybe about 200 years ago. It wasn't that long ago, they said. It was about 200 years ago. They said a lot of the stuff that's happened hasn't been that long ago. They said they you know, the information that's been given make it seem like it's been a long time ago, but it's not that long ago that any of these things happened, y'all. All of this stuff that they've done. Anyways, the karmic ancestors chose to, they want y'all to know this, so listen. The karmic ancestors chose to use magic to clear fear and to clear the demonic spirits around them and to clear the negative thoughts. And they thought that they was doing seances, and they thought that people had, you know, they thought that other souls had demonic souls inside of them because of what was told to them. And because of what was told to them, like, you know, you're evil. And, you know, because of who they were stock. They were treated as stock, as cattle. And so they were doing rituals. You know, they would go and do certain things and wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they were healing their children and doing exorcisms or exorcism people. They were on their own people. A lot of the children was very intelligent, highly intelligent, and it made the elders afraid. So they did awful things to the children, and the children, of course, would become, afraid. So they would scream and they would yell, and so a lot of those children didn't make it out. These are the karmic ancestors. Instead of going within and going within, they chose to use magic to cover it up, which would have never healed those wounds on the inside. They would have never got to the bottom of why or who they truly are, or why they were going through what they were going through, which was because they were being controlled by an entity, their parents' parents and their parents' parents. They didn't even go within to get the truth. Instead, they used magic. And that's a no-no. That's a no-no, right? Underneath, I'm not even underneath the wall. That's where they're calling me, underneath the 3 of Sticks. No, they said go to the side. So the 5 of Coins and then the 7 of Sticks come out, right? So for the warriors that chose to go within and find their inner beast, their inner, their higher self, they, those that went within. Okay, this is this energy right here. You know what I'm saying? And you see how they fighting against him. They fighting against him or her. And he's right there by the water. But they're showing an alligator face. So at any time, if he can't be on land, he can go to the water and be safe. He has action. He got more. They can't jump in the water. Alligators can breathe underwater, right? Or if they can stay underwater for long periods of time, I know that much. So because he went within, he knew what they can do, what they could do and what they couldn't do. He knew, or she knew, that the magic was never going to work. We have to we have to learn our true identities. I don't know, like I'm just picking up on a lot of neglect. There was a lot of neglect that went on. And even though it's more now, it's more souls that's chosen themselves, and have become warriors. You know what I'm saying? You've become great leaders. You've become strategic movers in this game that we call life. I mean, your stick is your wand is much bigger than theirs, and look how dark their wands are, and how small they are. Look at it. The gate key, the key to the gate key. They're saying the gate key was given to this ancestor who chose themselves. They chose themselves. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Miss Robin. Miss Robin. Remember I had spoke on this before, that they would celebrate early before they celebrated too early. They already had prepared your funeral. They prepared, you not moving, you not evolving. They prepared you not, knowing thyself. They feel like they had prepared so much, and that they have put your soul in a place where you would never make it out because of all of the pain that you went through, and your ancestors didn't make it out. So why would you make it out? But see, they was never the ones that's not that you never needed that how can I say it? They were so sure of themselves that you wouldn't make it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they put in the minds of our ancestors too. Also, like, you ain't gonna never be shit. And, you know, just like really just, you know, and that's where the compassion should come from these relatives that we have in this life. And I feel like that's like a really, really good way of moving forward and not holding on to grudges and holding on to things. And I know that you went through so much. I know that it was just like at times unbearable pain because you had to go through a lot of this life by yourself, you know, alone, you know. But those times when you were alone, you were in a sacred place and you were being renewed, just like you are now. Constantly having deaths, constantly having reawakening, just constantly having, you know, rebirth, constantly. Every day you're shedding things, understanding new things and new ways to, you know what I'm saying, to move forward. But you're feeling these emotions now, okay? Some of you can get anxiety when you're out in public or when you're around people, like, you know, a large group of people. Work through that, feel that, ask yourself right there in that moment. That's when you talk to your higher self. You could tap out from everybody around and stay in that place so that you can understand what that emotion is and where it comes from. It's your ancestors who still have those emotions that need to be healed that's running through your veins. And understanding them is understanding you and who you truly are. And as you do it and as you sit there, they help you and you're able to sit in that place, and then the energy kind of like, you know, upsides, if I'm using the right word, like it flows out and the whole understanding come around. But you have to be able to continue to walk in that. No, okay, I'm gonna leave. Don't shun it away. Don't just say, well, I'm gonna get back to it. Let me think of something else. Let me have a drink. Let me have a smoke. No, feel that shit. There go another layer. There go another perspective that's changed. There go another part of your spiritual eyes that's been open. Your mind, which is all is mind. There's another part of your mind that they put in, or the mind that what they put into your ancestors' mind being taken out, and you're replacing it with the truth. You know. So. 4 baskets. We got the 4 baskets. It's a lot of this energy out there, right? So we know what energy that is. They try to, this is the energy that I was just talking about. I couldn't think of the word. Like, okay, yeah, you're saying that. Like, like this ancestor, this divine ancestor, whether it be masculine or feminine, you know, a woman or a man, we all have masculine and feminine energy, which is the energy that the divine ones have balanced out. And this is why we are ferocious, we are beasts, and they are afraid of us. But see, the energy that they're in, you know, they still want to sit up there and play, talking about some, yeah, okay, all right. And that right there is what made our ancestors and us have doubts about who we were. Because it was people close to us, like, you can't do that, and you can't do this. And it's like it was no life being spoken into, you know, onto us at times in our life. We had to speak that shit into ourselves. We had to really go and do some real serious fucking work. And this is why we're not playing with people. We're not fucking playing with these people. We know now where the real currency is. We know what they've been stealing from us. It's high level fucking thievery. But they tell us when we go in the store and take a shirt, or somebody go steal some food because they hungry, they want to take you and put you in fucking jail. You motherfuckers been stealing since the beginning of time, and you've been stealing souls. You gonna get mad at me because I stole a motherfucking shirt? I'm about to go steal another one then. I just play it like I'm a rebel, y'all, okay? Like, it just like all this shit, y'all, all you look at, and I know you putting it together. You putting it together and you seeing, you know, this is how they did us. When we would talk and be innocent in our innocence, the innocent little girl, the innocent little boy, she don't know what she talking about. Send her ass in the room. She thinks she wrong. Where the fuck did that come from? All I said is, you know, I love you, and they could have asked you something. Do you like Alfram, or do you like Davis, or things like that? Asking you questions just to see what you're gonna say, and then they say some shit. Well, if you don't like my man, you can get out. You know what I'm saying? To keep you, and you like, oh shit, but you asked me. The only reason why I don't like him is because the way he treats you. The only reason why I don't like him is because I see him using you. But you a child telling these people this, these adults this. You a child speaking the truth. And you were the way they made you feel, like it's not right to tell the truth. Telling the truth, but you didn't allow that to maybe you went through times in your life when you have to go through hardship, and you know, because of the indoctrination of these people that was close to you, relatives, family, whoever it is. Even if you grew up and you had to grow up with a family that wasn't your family, that belittled you and made you feel like you were nothing. NG could be significant. N as in Nancy, G as in Glenn. It's something very significant about the hourglass. That hourglass. You know how the glass go? That's why I had put it up, because I seen that shit. They're at a race against time. That's why it's a race against time for them. They've locked themselves in time, y'all. Everything that they created, they locked themselves in. Because remember, time is an illusion. Time is not real. But they created it, so now they have to stay in it. The chosen ones don't. We're not in. We're not in. We're not in that. We have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? We know every day is a new day, and we don't stress off the time because we know, it's just a thing of the divine. So the 3 of Sticks, we got the 3 of Knives. I showed you guys this ancestor card. I'm reading this to you guys, and this 5 of Sticks. Okay. So now we at the bottom of the deck. I said this earlier, y'all. You tell me that you don't feel free. Even though we ain't even stressed about whatever gonna come in the future, because we already know that everything is divinely orchestrated and everything is set how it's gonna be. We just gotta continue to move on, move in our likeliness. Continue being our greater selves, and we might fall, but we're gonna get back up even stronger, right? But these things that was bestowed upon us have been not, they said not released, but they've been uplifted. And so you see how she's standing there with the wands on the side. She got 3 wands up there, right? Wands are fire. It's a little bit of fire, but she also had green on. That's the earth. And then I'm looking at the hair, and then the sky, And through our hair holds a lot of memory. And that's a lot of hair that she got on her head. Lots of memory. There's a lot of things that's coming back to you. There's a lot of information that's coming into you. It's a lot of, like, your everything is lighting up. It's lighted up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see from so many different perspectives now. You could be 39, 36, 35. I'm picking up on even 24. Okay? All of those that, man, this is where they at. I'm not gonna keep getting into them, but I feel like I said enough about the karmic souls and what they've done. I feel like you guys are very aware of it. They do have to be spoken just as well as the divine ones, because it's a balance. It's an equal give and take, right? unequal on their side, but you know, you gotta put it out there. Three of Knives. Look at this, y'all. You see how the three knives? The dog right there pissing. You got the cloudy back there. When they came after you, when they came in a the moment that these entities chose to turn on the divine collective, on the divine ones, when they chose to go their own way, their own paths, they took, when they came and they took, it's not about them, well, this is not in particular about them taking their own paths, it's taking the lives of the divine ones, the attacks that they put on, the attacks that they sent out, the attacks that they continue to send out, all of this shit. This is what they do to their world. You see how dark this card is? All of the knives and daggers that they, you know, put in your back and that they throw at you, and the negative thoughts, where thoughts become reality, as if they didn't know that's a form of magic. That's why you have to be careful what you think. That's why you're supposed to heal, so that the negative thoughts and the negative emotions and feelings will, and we won't just be saying, "Oh, I'm mad," when it's not even called that. But that's what they taught us. You know what I'm saying? And it's so many other things than just mad. You will never get to the center of the fucking titsy pop thinking mad. You know what I'm saying? You eat a titsy top, you gotta be happy about this motherfucking and biting. But yeah, so the darkness. You see how it is when they took this soul, and I'm showing this because even though the alligator had the water to go into, and the alligator just like, I'm gonna play with their ass. He playing with his food. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wanted to, he could have just bit all their motherfucking heads off. But when they took the divine ancestors, they changed their fate. That's when their world became the world that they created around the collective lineage, instilling the energy from the divine collective, masculine, feminine. This is the world. This world that they created, they thought they created for you, is now the world that they have to live in. And I had said that before I even got to this. Remember, this came in after this, right? And I told you I was gonna read that. The ancestors card. This motherfucker is gonna be long. It's an hour and 37 minutes. It's 6:41. It's 6:40 a.m. where I'm at, y'all. But we're gonna get through it. Okay. Oh, let me see. Ancestors. I'm straight to it. What is this? Ancestors is 60. The number 6 can be significant. I know for me, I've been seeing 6 a lot. Okay. It's very, very, very interesting. Hang on. Is it? Oh, there, y'all. Someone please call 911. Tell them I just been. Let me see. OCD is. I wonder if it's a major arcana card, this ancestor card. Ancestors. Okay, anyways, let's go. Oh, wow. Mind you, this came out under this card right here, y'all. So these two cards is, but this is for this one. This one I'm going to read. It says, ancestors, death, the eye that mocketh at his father and despised to obey his mother, the raven of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagle shall eat it. That's Proverbs 30-17. Okay, so I'm gonna read that one more time. The eye that mocketh at his father, and And the what is it? Depict dis wait hold on. Despite to obey his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagle shall eat it. Like I said, Proverbs 30:17, that can be significant. Okay. This plant of stone, the plant of stone, the plant is flower of stone. So the flower of stone is significant with this card. You guys can look it up. Maybe it's significant with your lineage. You know what I'm saying? Flower of stone can give some information maybe to something that you've seen in a vision, in a dream, if you call it a dream, or maybe a download that you've gotten. You have to listen to when I be talking because, like, and I know you guys do. I know the divine ones, the ones I know who be listening. Just remember to, always do your research. Always, look more into things and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They love when you do the work and when you get to writing and things like that, putting notes around and you putting notes down for your future self. You don't even know why you're writing this, but in 2 years you read it and it's something that you needed to hear at that time, right? So the image, okay. A happy baby is lying in a crib. Though her form is young, there is a part of her that is very old. The half of her face that is skeleton reflects this internal connection with the ancestors. Ancestors veneration is one of the least discussed, but most, what is this? Ubiquitous. I'm finna spell this, y'all. It's U as an umbrella, BIQUITOUS. Ubiquitous. I don't know. Features. I'm not gonna even say I don't know. I take that back. Okay, we're gonna clear that energy out. I'm gonna find out what the hell that means. And I'll come back and tell you guys. But look and see. Look it up too. But it's ubiquitous or ubiquitous. Features of human life since time. Features of human life since time immemorial. IMMEMORIAL. Though the aesthetics of ancestral veneration vary depending on the culture, there are few people who feel comfortable with their dead just being dead. Instead of humans have created hundreds of other dimensions of their souls to inhabit, where they may or may not be accessible to the living. In hoodoo, we may have access to any spirit of the dead. If the deceased is willing and we are skilled enough to make and maintain contact, it was quite common in both indigenous Americans and African cultures to consult the ancestors via various methods of divination, channeling, or meditation for those in the community who had the skill and the authority to do so. The death of family members was no excuse to begin excluding them from the affairs of nations. What's this? RITES, right? Rites and rituals. Nor from accepting, I had said something about rituals earlier, y'all. Nor from accepting their input regarding the major life decisions of their living relations. In the traditional mind, neither time nor space could separate us from our kin. Ancestral veneration, however, is much deeper than lighting candles, attending special events, or asking questions now and then. Ancestral veneration in its most traditional sense is supposed to inform our behavior on a daily, continual basis. It's about knowing, honoring, and defending one's bloodline. It's a trip. You see how that card? Y'all see how my energy put on that card? Cause I wasn't gonna read. I was gonna read this card, but you see how that shit be? I put on this card right here. But this was about the ancestors, and it came out. It's about personifying the most esteemed values of your foremothers and forefathers. Didn't I say something about the foremothers and forefathers earlier tonight or this morning? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. And doing one's best to add on positively to your family's legacy. It's about reflecting on the I'm sorry, you guys. Personifying the most esteemed values of your foremothers and forefathers, and doing one's best to add on positively to your family's legacy. It's about reflecting on and identifying how our parents and grandparents' actions affected our lives, and considering how our decisions could affect our great grandchildren tomorrow. Death, the meaning of this, death is not a subject most Western educated people like to discuss. It's an event that will happen to each and every one of us. Yet it is considered morbid, weird, or taboo to spend any time contemplating it. It cannot be spring, summer, or fall forever. Eventually the end must come to make way for something new. Death is just the beginning of that something. Death is not real. It's not. And it just depends. It just depends on how you. It's the death that the Western colonizers created and indoctrinated people with, indoctrinated us. But now we know the truth. That's not real. Like when you leave here, you're never going to exist again. Like, and people that believe that and believe these things that was taught to them is exactly where they will be. They will put themselves in a death situation, in a death mentality. Like, but if they put themselves that by way of the decisions that they made, what did they create for themselves? Here. They couldn't have lived happy. They couldn't have been, they had to be miserable. You know, just pushing out that. Because whatever you exude inside, you exude outside. That's why your outside world look like your inside world. Remember? They said your outside world look like your inner world. Anyways, let me keep going. So when the ancestors card turns up in a reading, you are being reminded that the only thing that is truly permanent is impermanence. Okay, impermanence. So truly permanent is impermanence. I gotta look this word up. I wonder what this shit means. I gotta look this word up, y'all. Hold on. Because, hold up, let me see. I need to know right now. Because I don't know what it means. You know? And we about to find out. Permanence. Permanence. It says the state of fact of lasting for only a limited period of time. The state of not lasting forever or not lasting for a long time. So it says, so when the ancestors card turn up in a reading, you are being reminded that the only thing that is truly permanent is impermanence. Impermanence. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to mourn, but you must let go. Life goes on, okay? And letting go um, helps us evolve. It's a big part that plays in us evolving, okay? On the in the evolution, y'all, the evolution is inside of us, okay? You need to use it. So let me keep going. If you receive the ancestors, sorry, let me drink some water. If you receive the ancestors in a reading, consider the following. Every end is also a new beginning. The only thing that is constant is change. Put the past behind you and start over. Learn how to embrace the unknown. Do you know who your ancestors are? What does your lineage, ancestry, or heritage mean to you? In what ways are you and your ancestors the same? How are you different? Do you feel connected to your ancestors? Why or why not? Do you communicate with and or venerate your ancestors? If not, why not? If so, how? Do generally do genealogy research or create a family tree? Okay, I was just talking about that earlier about the like the doing the blood test and all of that shit. Like I remember my cousin was telling me to do it. You know, you do whatever you feel. I don't want to do it. I feel like I just I feel like I get that information. It's other ways to go about getting the information. Okay. So I wanna now I have to just finish on the 5 or 6, and you know we're gonna always have, you know, this came out under the 4 baskets. Y'all remember what I said about that? The energy that I pulled from that. It's a lot of plotting going on. They plotting on each other. They plot. No matter. Listen, let me tell you something. It don't matter what you offer these people, these karmics. It don't matter what you offer them. Nothing is going to flip them. They're stuck in their ways. They believe that they know what they know, whatever the case may be. We were never put on this earth to save somebody. We are supposed to, you know, enlighten ourselves and get to know ourselves. Because when you get to know yourself, you can heal a nation. You can save a nation by getting to know yourself. Because everything that's out there that you need to know about, they're not going to, it has never been honest. It has never been truth in none of it. The truth lies in here. No matter what you give these people. I'm even picking up like them trying to like persuade you, you know, and come to you, and you just like, nah, I'm not with it, you know. It's tactics that they're coming with. Oh my goodness, something happened to Auntie whoever, or I have to tell you this, and you like, oh my goodness, what's now? I don't even want to hear. What can I do? It's nothing I can do. I'm sorry that, you know, this happened. Not even sorry, things happen. I'm sorry that, you know, you're going through that hard time that you're going through, that you may have lost your mother, you may have lost your father, you know, and it's not that you're being insensitive, it's just like you're trying to pull me in and in a way where you're trying to play on my emotions because you know that I have a good heart. You know that I'm caring, and I hate to see people going through, you know, things or whatever. But like, I can't sit here and mourn with you and do all of that because I know who you are. You don't give a fuck about this person passing. You don't give a fuck about nobody. All you care about is yourself. Really, truth be told. You know what I'm saying? So just don't let motherfuckers play on your top because they're gonna try to come in any kind of way to break down, you know, the to break down your emotions so that they can, you know, play on them. That's basically what they do. I just see you like, hell no. They might even try to offer money. Like, well, let me take you on a trip. Don't go on a motherfucking trip with them. They plotting. They all plotting, but they all walking in empty vessels. They don't even understand each other. They haven't even thought the shit out. They just playing. That's crazy. So this last message is gonna be from the divine, you guys. I love you guys so much. We got 18 people in here. The number 18 can be significant. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick just to check on you guys, check in with y'all. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth, okay? And learning with us, learning with me, teaching me some shit. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Did I say that earlier? This might just stay in Monterey. Thank you, Ace 90. That's crazy you just said that, and I was just gonna put I love all of you. I was literally gonna put that. Yes. I'm just grateful, you guys. Like, we made it, man. It's been a long fucking, it's been a long road. Who is that? Yeah, Ace 90. Good morning, Matt. How you doing? You from Tampa, Florida? Okay. That's what's up. What time is it over there in Florida? You guys are very welcome. I appreciate you guys for trusting me with your energy. I'm going to give you guys the energy back. I want to say this too because they had shown me this earlier and how I was saying, because I said this before, they wanted me to be very specific on who energy I was purifying when I'm giving it back. I am purifying the souls that coming forth in truthfulness and in love and in peace, and you know what I'm saying, but you still a fucking beast, you know what I'm saying. So those are the souls that I am purifying when I'm sending back the energy. Okay, the karmic souls that be here with the shenanigans and showing us continuously who they are, which we need to know. Thank you so much to you guys. But yeah, so that's who I'm sending the energy back. I'm gonna take my energy back, purifying and keeping us cloaked. Okay, you guys, this is a divine line. Okay, this is a divine line. And it's protected. It's safe. It's a safe place. I'm grateful because those things came to me maybe a year or two ago because when I first started, like, I'm fearless, y'all. I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the one that was willing to, you know, hop the gate, even though it's a dog. I'm gonna hop the gate and I'm gonna run and I'm gonna open the other gate for us, right? So we can get up in this motherfucker, that dog. I'll put that motherfucker in the headlock, right? That's always been me, right? So I've always been fearless, but inside I had the fear inside of me, and I didn't understand it. Like, I'm so bold, I'm willing to step out. Like, I'll be the first one to step out. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, not arguing. I've never been argumentative. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't know how to argue. I'll forget everything, and it won't sound right. Y'all think I was fucking slow as him, because that's not how my soul is set up. We don't argue. We're not supposed to argue with people. We're not. That is so fucking beneath us. What am I trying to prove, or what am I going to prove, or what's going to happen? And nobody's listening. Neither one of us. I'm talking. You know, like that shit for the birds, man. Get out of that. You know what I'm saying? That energy. So this message is going to be from the divine, from source, for us on moving forward, and just the seeds that need to be planted. And y'all, we got a lot of information from this ancestors card, man. They thought they was gonna bury us. It didn't happen. You see, she laughing like she faked her funeral, she faked her death. Like, yeah. I'm gonna let you motherfuckers think that what y'all told me I think is true. But I know that this is not the end. I'll be back. You see how she looking back? I'll be back. I got you. I just came in to learn your game each lifetime. From a baby, God was watching through my eyes. God was watching through the baby eyes. This baby was anointed. This baby was picking up on information at 6 and 7 months, feeding it back to the divine. Clear everything. She big mad. She big mad. She big mad. They want them kids. That's who they after. They want these motherfucking kids. Vibe Pablo. It's 7 o'clock, I know. Y'all been on here for a minute with me. I appreciate y'all. So let me get these messages out. Okay, we got tolerance. Thrive. This one came out. This came out before. It wasn't a downright when it came out. Let me leave it in a downright. Oh shit. Miracles came out also. It was underneath this card. Okay. So let's, I don't even have all the cards now. I don't even feel right. Let me see. I'm gonna keep it. Because it came out. Let's see how this all connects in and tie in. Because it's going to. It's giving. Shit. Let me see. Thrive. 115 could be significant, or you could be seeing the number 15. Let me see. So, Thrive Britty is his name. Daniel stands with what fast looks like. Wait, hold on. Daniel stands with what first looks like a devil and an angel. Okay. Let's see. On each shoulder. Oh, now I see. Oh, what the fuck? I gotta give me some glasses, y'all. Real. So let me go. Trying to get you guys out of here. On each shoulder. But as you look closer, you see a line of ancestors on each side, stretching out into infinity. The cannabis plant oracle debuts a blue road of smoke to the volcano bag in hand, which is what he's holding in hand. Okay, so the cannabis plant oracle debuts a blue road of smoke to the volcano bag in hand, and messages flow through the smoke from the ancestors. A giant sycamore tree stands tall as an anchor, while Daniel sits stoically below it. Sobriety reminds us of the thousands who lived before us in order for us to live. Daniel holds a feather from an eagle, which symbolizes protection from the source. Protection from the source. We owe a debt of gratitude to those who believed and kept the faith for future generations. How do you pass on your legacy? How will you break free from the energies that want you to remain trapped in the norm? Call on your ancestors through the great blue road of smoke and shake off the demons or the demons of addiction in all forms. Y'all, this shit. It's a trip because I was going to shuffle them again. It's a trip how this shit worked though. Because I listened and I didn't. We were supposed to hear that. And let's see. Code in nature. Codes, CODES in nature. Somebody can have a dog named Lila, or you can have the name Lila. Green could be significant, the color green. What is this? Codes in nature. 105. That's crazy. Remember I said 115 was significant, and now 105 can be significant, y'all. Look them up. See what it means, man. I'm telling you, signs and synchronicities help us along our path. We got to start paying attention. This is how they speak to us. Through us doing 111 can be significant. Let me see. 105. Oh, where is that at? Unconditional love. Okay, so let me see. It says, oh, it's over here. It says codes in nature. If this card has come up for you, it is time to find messages in nature. There are secret codes in nature, as shown in this card. By the giant tree with the roots developing a face in the trunk. In ancient legends, it is said that miracles take place under trees because the sacred Fibonacci sequences which appears in all of nature is a dimensional portal which your angels sing through, purifying anything around them. That's true. The trees do that. Trees do that, y'all. That's why they always cutting trees down. That's why they go into the forest, the rainforest. They tore the rain. I'm a man. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into all that. We see a heart, and they never told us about trees. Like, why they don't got our kids in these schools going outside, teaching them how to purify their energy and how to keep negative energy and teaching them about love and stuff. Like, trees are so, you can go hug a tree if you got a headache, or even put your hands on a tree. You can get rid of the headache, the migraine. I've done it. Anyways, it's basically transmuting energy. You sharing energy, you guys. They're taking it because they have enough. This is what they have, the minerals and the nurturing to do so. You know what I'm saying? To heal us. That's where we get healed at, in nature, right? Portals which your angels sing through, purifying anything around them. We see a heart, a liver, intestines, and a brain. Each plant is said to have a divine blueprint that corresponds to a human organ and is believed to heal and realign the organs of a fifth dimensional level. Oh my motherfucker. Y'all, didn't I just say this shit? Didn't I just say this shit, y'all? I just fucking said earlier. Y'all. I'm sorry for cussing. I get excited. I just said earlier that our bodies, like, we have to start taking care of our bodies. because we're in the fifth dimensional and our souls are expanded. It's expanded already. We're free, right? But we want to be here for a long time. We want to be here for our loved ones. We want to be here for us. We have to get out there and push through and push forward on working on our health and what we're putting into our bodies. You cannot eat death and then say that you're living. You know, and I'm telling myself that too, y'all. Because like everything, just look at all of the stuff that they incorporated into our diets. Like we are not fucking people. We will be eating people. They be up there eating people. They be drinking baby blood and stuff. They do this shit. And then they didn't put this shit down. Y'all think it's that many cows in the world? You think it's that many cows in the world for them to have all that meat that they produce? It ain't that many motherfucking cows in the world. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't that many cows in the world for what is it called? I don't eat the shit. I don't eat red meat at all. But not Giant Burger. Damn, what's the In and Out? In and Out sell thousands and thousands of burgers. They is a $1 billion company. They ain't got that much meat. So what not y'all, but what are people eating? If this is not meat, actual meat, because it's not enough cows, there's not enough meat on this earth, this planet. When it just comes to animals, that ain't fucking just animals. That's a lot of other things, a lot of other chemicals. It could even be humans, and they're creating it in laboratories, and they can make it look however they want to make it look. I mean, they've already made all of these different religions look like this is where where you're gonna be transcend, and this is where you're going to evolve, and this is where evolution starts. And that's not even fucking true. I mean, we've been lied to. We've been lied to. I mean, and I'm just bringing that up. Even though we are standing in our truth and we know the truth, we just have to remember what all of these other people are under. They are under spells. Okay? They are doing spell work. They are doing, well, these same people that get on here and say negative things, those are spells that they're saying. All the negative stuff, these are real people that's doing this. I picked up on that shit. These are real people. These ain't no damn robots. These are real people that's being negative, that's binding themselves. They're binding themselves to entities. You cannot speak hate. You cannot speak and hate and think that you don't know what you're doing. You are putting spells on divine souls that came here to free nations, a mass of people. There's nothing that can touch us as we heal, as we move forward. We know who we are now. So it's not getting to us, it's coming back to you in your lineage. What you do affect those that come before you. So whoever you're speaking to the karmics, when you are by yourself and you going back and forth in your head, you're talking to the fucking devil. You're talking to the enemy. You're not having no clear conversations with the divine. The divine ain't coming touching that. You don't have nobody that you can trust. You don't have nobody that you can talk to. You can't sleep at night. You going through mental turn. You did it to yourself because you still doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Not even knowing, meeting their own demons. Their own demons. That's exactly what it is. They created them. You are absolutely right. There's no other divine being in. Okay, that's fine. That's what you believe in. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't got nothing negative to say about it. You know, that's what's up. That's what's up with you. That's your thing. As long as you have a loving heart and a kind heart, you know what I'm saying, and you're not projecting your insecurities on nobody. Hey. Anyways, let me finish this right here. Okay, so this some real shit right here, man. I'm gonna have to go over this. It says work with, so you could work with, and this is for the divine ones, okay? Divine masculine, divine feminine. Work with rose quartz, okay? Rose quartz can, be essential to, your ambience and just getting, things that you can use. It says, I allow love to flow from my heart space with comfort and, there we go. Why they say just and? I allow love to flow from my heart space with comfort and I feel like they said and whatever else you want to put with that, because you're an alchemist. I'm speaking to some alchemists. I'm speaking to some healers. You may even do Reiki. You know what I'm saying? You may have powerful hands. Like I'm picking up on that. Your ancestors, had powerful hands, and when you lay your hands on somebody, it's like you really are able to lift up negative energy out of them and lift it, push it out of them and things of that nature. So that's something that you might want to look into, taking some Reiki. I feel like even if you practice on, people that you love and things of that nature, you can even become a master, because you already are a master, right? You're already sovereign. You've already came through so many different pits that was created for you to stay in, so many pits for you not to see your way through, but yet and still you follow the divine essence within yourself, and that is how you made it through. You know what I'm saying? No fear. You didn't have no fear. You couldn't have no fear while you were receiving those messages, when you were going through that hardship and that pain, when you were being kicked, when you were down. You know what I'm saying? The fucked up upbringing, the manipulative aunties and uncles and cousins and shit. Everybody coming against you and, ganging up on you and shit. You had to listen to your higher self. You had to get to know your higher self, because you couldn't trust nobody out there. They made it easy for you. You made it easy for us. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna keep you guys. Okay. Thank Ace 90. I love your comments. I feel your energy. Yes. You have a lot of fear inside of you. It's a lot of fear. I picked up on you. I just felt that shit. I didn't even read your comment, and I just felt hella fear. I'm gonna read it though, because you want me to. You are currently doing it to yourself, young lady. The only difference is everyone else who is watching this channel doesn't drag down everyone to the depths with them. What did you just do when you just told everybody to believe in something? I'm not pushing nothing on anybody. That's why they told me to read that. I was told to read that. Everyone stands individually. We all are unique in our own right. No one is better than nobody. No one stands over nobody. Nobody's coming to fucking save you. You have to save yourself. The uniqueness of these souls that watch me, that come here to my platform and watch me, I pick up on their energy just like I pick up on yours. It's not that you don't know the truth. You deny the truth. You deny knowing the truth because you're afraid of the truth. Emmanuel. So my name could be Emmanuel. Lenny. The movie The Matrix can be significant. So my name could be Stefan or Stephanie. I think I said Stephanie earlier. You know what I push? I push for motherfuckers. I may not even use that. I push for souls to know who they are and know the power that lies within them. I'm not telling you to believe in nobody. I'm not pushing that narrative. Believe in yourself. That's the only way you're going to get to the motherfucking truth. Because a pair of lips can tell you anything like they've been doing for centuries. So now that we're holding our torch up, which is us, now that we lit the fuck up around this motherfucker, y'all are delusional. Karmics, you're delusional. You don't know these lights that's flickering around you while you're in that dark. You don't know who is who. You're confused. Confusion. Isn't that what you send out? All that you put out will come back to you because it's your source of energy. That's your creation. You created that world. You ever hear that where they say you can create heaven on earth? Hey, little shrimp, how you doing? You said you're awesome. I love you. I wish I could. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Keep trying to spread good and truth. Yeah, so that's where, that's where I'm at with it. Like, I'm uplifting the souls that need to be uplifted. Okay? And when I speak, I have a powerful voice. A powerful voice, just like many of you chosen ones do. And so, we've been called to the forefront to uplift our people, to uplift, and they're already lifted high. They chose this path already. They chose the right path. It's no right or wrong in life. I feel there's no right or wrong, because I tell you guys all the time, I appreciate my down times and the fucked up shit I've been through more than the good times, because that's what really showed me shit. That's where I really was able to learn real shit. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers doing me wrong, and I'm just really underneath that spell. The whole time I'm learning them. I'm learning. Even though I really loved them, that's how they was able to keep me and keep holding me, because I was so young and I was manipulated, and then not knowing the whole time that source within me, because I am a descendant of source, okay? We all are. That the entire time source put me there, like an inside job type situation, so that source can hear your thoughts, so source can understand you and all of that, because source didn't even understand why y'all flipped. Source but it's matter, it's good and bad, free will, choices. Motherfuckers see some shit, and I'm telling you, just think of this: you people see shit. Motherfuckers get $1 million, $1 million. They didn't win the lottery. You was talking to them every day before they won the lottery. As soon as they win the motherfucking lottery, you don't see their ass no more. And you like, what the fuck? Every day I was listening to this person cry and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. As soon as they get some money, they gone. But they still inside. They still miserable. That money ain't gonna do shit for them. And they was being tested to see what they were gonna do. So you gonna even go that way there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for allowing me in you guys' energy. I'm sending all of your energy back, okay, to the divine ones. And yeah, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So my name could be Mac, or maybe that's a nickname that you have. These are just confirmations, y'all. If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here, y'all, because I've been on here hella long and I'm getting a headache. I feel it coming. What does it say? And my phone is dying. You're welcome, Ace. I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. I'll be back with some more, man. I'll be back. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all gonna see me when this shit is all said and done. You're gonna see me. I promise you. You're gonna see me. You too. You guys all have a wonderful day. It's 7:27 where I am right now. 7:27 in the morning. Yep. You guys, I love you guys. Continue on, man. And yeah. All right, y'all. I'm up out of here.